Singer-songwriter, big-time star, Grammy winner, Melissa Etheridge, Kansas City Chiefs fan, joining us on the program. Come on in, Melissa. Look at that. Big-time introduction.
Hi,
Got
guys.
a hug from Fritzy.
Hey,
Hi,
hello,
hon.
hello.
You kick off your annual holiday tour November 24th. Find all the dates, ticket information, visiting the website, melissaetheridge.com. 2 Grammy Awards, 15 nominations, and a stat of the day.
And, well, that's really, I can't tell you that. That's right up there with the Oscar and the...
I thought it was so cool that you did it because when you know, we just called because I said, you know who taught Brad Pitt how to fish? You know, fly fish and a river runs through it. And I said, Melissa Etheridge. And Fritzy goes, maybe I'll call her. I said, sure, why not?
But in the back of my mind, I'm like, it's Melissa Etheridge. She's we're going to be able to get her to do this on short notice. I hope she's a huge sports fan and big Dan Patrick Show fan. But let's give it a shot. If she says yes, it would be pretty awesome on short notice. And she agreed to do it, and she's very, very cool.
Oh, absolutely. I swear when I die, it's going to say she taught Brad Pitt how to fly fish on my stone.
But whether it's true or not, it's still a great
Well, it is true.
story.
I mean, I didn't teach him. He was auditioning. That was back, it was like his second or third movie. It was back when he had to audition.
How good looking was Brad Pitt back then?
Oh, you know what? He was not only good looking, he was really sweet. We were both from the Midwest. We're both huge Kansas City Chiefs fans. We've watched football together.
Now, he's Missouri.
Yeah, he's Missouri, and I'm Leavenworth, Kansas, just on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we talked about it the last time that your dad kind of introduced you to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, man, my dad, huge athlete. He got into, he was super poor, born and raised in Missouri, super poor, got an athletic scholarship to a college, and he became a teacher, and he was always grateful for that. And he was a high school coach in Kansas, and he actually took the basketball team to state and kind of, so I grew up with a lot of sports, and he loved the Kansas City Chiefs. And when their big year, you know, Lenny Dawson and everybody, and 69 and Hank Stram, and I'm 8, 9 years old, very impressionable, and I just thought that was the greatest thing in the world. Of course, we've never done that since, but
Might be this year.
I know this year's so very exciting.
Okay, but you wrote a song about Alex Smith and the Chiefs.
I did. Well, I've written a song about a lot of my exes. You know?
What made you write a song about Alex Smith and the Kansas City Chiefs?
Well, I was. Well, I had. It was that last year or no? It was 2 years ago when he really came through, and and Twitter had just. I just gotten on Twitter, which is a lot of fun, and I took a picture of me in front of Alex, and it was when Alex had, gone all out and got that touchdown, and I was like, oh, Alex Smith, he might be the only guy I want to write a song about. And that was funny. And then I went on it was another sports show, not yours.
It's okay.
Okay, it was Good Morning Football.
Yeah.
And I went on that, and they said, hey, well, did you write that song? So I had to write up a little Alex Smith song.
What are some of the lyrics to it?
Well, it was Alex Smith, I love you, and
okay.
I don't really, I know that's I don't know why, because I'm not even bi or something like that.
But then Mahomes is gonna. What does he do?
See, now Mahomes is like a new lover. You're like oh, I don't know. This is very exciting, and it's been so perfect. But when's the shoe going to drop, sort of thing. That's when you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, you're always like, oh, great, but wait till we get to the playoffs. That's when we always blow it. So.
But as Mahomes, can you write something that rhymes with Mahomes?
No. Oh, you have to Mahomes. No. Maloines. No. See, that doesn't. No, it doesn't work. I'm sorry.
You can workship it. You got time here.
I know.
I was
actually. Had I been at my house, I was actually going to kind of think about a little one, but then I had to leave my house a few days ago and evacuated. We're still evacuated. Mandatory.
Do you know what's happened?
Well, I know that there's. I mean, so many have lost so much. I don't want to bring everybody down, but my neighborhood is Hidden Hills, and it's right like in between the two fires. So we're hoping that they both go the other way, but it is what it is, and it's California, and it's
So you just grab and go?
Yeah, it's funny when. I don't know if you've ever been evacuated.
But what do you grab?
What do you grab exactly? I stood there, and I have a lot of guitars, in my home. A lot of guitars that mean a lot to me. And you look in your house and you go, oh my God, what do you take with you? And I ended up not taking any of them. I was like, you know what? Everything can be replaced. I grabbed my kids and my wife, and we're like, that's what matters. And we all got in the car and went, okay, whatever happens, happens.
Do you have a lot of guitars that were gifts?
Gifts. No, I had to buy all my guitars.
no, but-
I wish my guitars were gifts.
Oh, so you didn't like you don't collect them from like athletes will exchange jerseys.
Oh no!
Like you guys don't do anything like
Wow,
that.
wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't I? Like, hey, Bruce, here's my guitar. No, it's kind of like clothes, I guess. But no, that's what you guys do is jerseys. No, we don't. That's a great idea, though. Maybe I should.
Yeah, why would? Yes,
I did. I gave a guitar to Crystal Bowersox, who was on American Idol. She won. Well, she was second place, but she got she had a guitar with my signature on it. So in the end, I did give her guitar. But no one.
Yeah, you just say to Springsteen, "Hey, Bruce."
Come on, Bruce, give me.
But you don't say can. You just say, "Hey, could I have one of your guitars?"
I don't think I would ever ask anybody for their guitar. I just don't think I would.
Well, no.
That's like, dude, can I have your shoes?
Yes.
Yeah, you would give me your
Yes, I
shoes.
would.
Okay, you would.
I'll give you
okay.
the shirt off my back.
Okay,
Melissa.
wow, this could get interesting. Okay.
Who's I got so many music. Here's my favorite question
Okay.
to musicians: how do you know when a song is done?
Oh, wow. It's kind of like a painting. You just got to go, that's it. You got. I've written songs for 30, 40 years, and you have to kind of trust yourself enough. You have to go, okay, this sounds good. I do edit. I believe a lot in you put something down and then you try to get the least words to sound the best. The best thing. And then you got to step back and go, okay, that's it. And sometimes I'll listen to something from 20 years and go, I could have done a little bit better, but you got to let it go. You got to say, that's that.
But it used to be that it would be like 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes was as long as you could go to get radio play. And I'd mentioned Queen came up with Bohemian Rhapsody, and that was 6 minutes. And they were told it's not going to get radio play. And then the video came out, and all of a sudden people went gaga.
It's so funny. A length of the song is always an issue when it was radio. Now it's not radio anymore. I don't have to worry about radio. Radio is very, very different. But back then, I mean, you had Stairway to Heaven. That was the bathroom song. The DJ would put it on and he'd run out and go to the bathroom. I had one of my...
Well, Free Bird.
Yeah,
but
exact same thing.
Inagata Davida.
Right, there you go. That's the...
That was like...
Yeah, all those songs.
You could
those
do
are
a
all the
lot of
bathroom
things
songs.
to
Yeah.
Inagata Davida.
And what...
And maybe a couple of times.
Oh, that's more than I want to know. So one of my songs that was actually really famous in Canada was my live version of "Like the Way I Do." It was about 11 minutes long, and so that caught on in some places. But you stick to about 4 minutes is about all you can really push someone.
What's your favorite cover that you've ever done?
Oh, well, it has to be "Piece of My Heart" by
Okay.
Janis Joplin. That one. I sang that on the Grammys. I got to sing that. I was bald, had a little.
But you can pull that off with your voice. Like it's weird when you had when somebody did. I'm trying to think who it was. They did "Landslide" by Stevie Nicks.
Oh yeah.
The
Dixie Chicks.
Yeah, and it's kind of tough when you get there. Billy Corgan did it too. I think covered it,
Yeah.
and it's like, man, it's dangerous to go there.
Because Stevie Nicks has that voice. Yeah, you got to really, if you're going to cover a song, you got to bring something to it.
But you can't imitate it, and that's
No.
usually the problem that people have is you're trying to sound like that person.
Yeah, so I started singing "Piece of My Heart" when I was playing in the bars back, in the 80s, and so I would sing it night after night, and you just kind of grow into your own version of it. And so by the time I sang it on the Grammys, I was like, oh, I can do this in my sleep. So you just rock it.
Did you ever have one of those crazy tours where you were lucky to come back home?
I was lucky to come back. Oh, you mean barely got through it?
Yeah, it was. We hear all these legendary, partying stories.
You know what? It's funny. When I finally got my record deal when I was like 27, and that's just like old and rock and roll time. So I had been through all that sort of let me try this, let me do that stuff, and I realized that I really wanted my career and I really respected it, and I didn't go crazy. I was I mean I'm a woman, first off. They're just I'm lucky to be part of the club, and so I didn't go crazy and do stuff like that.
Well, that's boring. Come on.
I know. It's
Come
not,
on.
I'm rock and roll enough. My lifestyle and everything. I'm weird enough as it is.
Were you ever with a band that was like?
Oh yeah. I saw some people crash and burn. Of course, I can't remember any of them. Right? Of course, everything goes right out of my head whenever you do that.
Who did you tour with?
It was in the beginning. I opened. It was 1988. I did a tour in Europe with Huey Lewis and the News. and Bruce Hornsby in America.
And The Range?
Yeah, Bruce Hornsby in The Range.
Yeah.
I opened for Lil Feat. Did some did some shows with. I've done a lot of. I've opened for Bob Dylan. I've played with
How'd that
Van
go?
Morrison. It was he was in a bad way. They had to like walk him. There's someone who was. I don't know if he does it anymore. This was in the late. This is like 1989, 1990, and he was in a bad way. Yeah.
But didn't he find religion back then?
I hope so. Yeah, I think so.
That was-
he's still living, so it's.
But did you get to hang with Dylan?
No, you couldn't even look at Dylan. He's one of those backstage. Don't even look at look at him.
no.
Yeah, that always bums me out because they're like, when you hear no, you can't. I mean, Prince had a, you can't even look at him sort of thing. You hear those stories from all the roadies and stuff.
Wait, were you around Prince and you weren't allowed to look at him? Or-
Oh, yeah, but that was like backstage at the Grammys. It's like there's always
Wait, backstage at the Grammys, you're allowed to look at him.
no. There was always that like same with Michael Jackson. There's just like a couple. They're like there, but you're like, there they are. They just pass by. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, and I so never wanted to be that.
But you're not.
Again, I grew up in Kansas. My dad's like, be grateful for everything you have. So I'm like, yeah.
I do not look directly at Melissa, by the way.
Don't. No, my roadies will do that. I will show up at a place to play, and they'll have told everyone, don't look at her. And I'll notice, I'll walk in, I go, did you tell everybody not to look at me again? They'll be all like...
What's the song you wish you had written?
Oh, I wish I'd written In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel.
I'll Light the Heat.
Or Thunder Road by Bruce Springsteen.
And you wonder but you only have so many songs in you, right?
I hope not. I hope I have a lot.
But the Stones, the Stones had so much, and then they don't have songs anymore. That's always strange. Like
I know. Well, I'm trying to still. I have a new album coming out at the beginning of the year, and you try to be relevant. But I think what happens is there's a certain energy that we have in our 20s and maybe early 30s that's all like, I want this, I want that, and people are breaking your heart, and you can afford to go through lovers and stuff. Nowadays we don't have as much energy or money, and so now what I'm writing about, of course, when you have children, when you have a steady relationship, I'm not writing, I'm the only one. But you want to write relevant things. So I think what happens is just age and time sort of changes our. It's like Springsteen. You still want to listen to him. He's not born to run anymore, but he's got something to say.
But I think the Gunslinger with Mahomes, like a
Now we're talking about him
rockabilly.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. If I'd have had my guitar, do you have a guitar?
I got a guitar.
Heard you have a guitar.
I got a guitar.
I got to see what kind of guitar you have.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh God! Is that bring it? What the heck?
Holy.
Where did you get this? Is this real?
I'm sorry.
Who brought this to you?
It looks like Cheap Trick,
Lord, oh, I know. He's got it. Okay.
Like Rick Nielsen.
Lord,
I don't know.
Is it even in tune? Someone knows how to make tune.
There you go.
Yeah. See, you got like a gunslinger, or you want to,
But I need a growl.
something like that, right?
Yeah.
See, but now I can't rhyme with Mahomes,
How about Patrick?
Patrick.
Well, okay. What's the hardest thing? Do write it or have the music?
Oh, the music's easy because you can go, ooh, what does it sound like? He plays like this,
You can rhyme.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill,
You
Travis
could.
Kelce.
Travis Kelce Hill. Okay.
Hunt?
Kelce Hill and Hunt. He's got so many weapons, right? Kelce Hill and Hunt. He's got so many weapons. He can throw it down the field. See, Alex Smith never threw it down the field.
No, he didn't.
You'd go, throw it.
Poor thing.
Oh my God! And Tyreek Hill is just there.
I know.
It's like, phew.
I know.
They're so much fun to watch.
Can you do it now?
I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to come back and have you and write a
But
song.
we have the music.
Yeah, the music now, but I gotta think of the clever,
all right.
couplets.
All right. Do you want to do a live version of Stat of the Day before we?
I think I should.
Okay.
We
all right.
ready?
Okay. Hold on. Let me give the full introduction here. It's Melissa Etheridge, singer-songwriter. She kicks off her annual holiday tour on November 24th. You can find all the dates, ticket information, visiting her website, melissaetheridge.com. Won a couple of Grammys. Got an Oscar?
Yeah.
Got an Oscar as well. And she's got a...
I'm waiting for a Heisman. It's just not. I think my dreams of the Heisman are gone.
Yeah. All right. You ready for stat of the day?
Ready.
All right, here we go.
Woo! Ow! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! Stat of the day! This is the stat of the day!
Awesome. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. What a pleasure. You really made my day.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.